It's been a lot of fun watching Star Wars get put through the ringer again over the past couple of weeks, mostly thanks to Star Wars Outlaws. The reaction to this game has not been good, and it's been hilarious to watch Ubisoft try to damage control their way out of this. There was that whole leaked report that the Quartering put out not that long ago. At least something from some insider over there talking about how they're just basically quadrupling down on everything and they're going to ignore all of the backlash to this game. And there is a lot. Paywalls, the character look, how she compares to the actual actress that they did motion capping for. There's a lot of conversation surrounding this game, but there is one universal takeaway to the criticism of this game, and that's that, once again, Star Wars is in some controversy. Now, what's been really funny is the fact that you've got some outside or some Hollywood insider coming out trying to run damage control for Star Wars out of everything that's happened over the past couple of years. Now they're coming out trying to say that, well, Kathleen Kennedy, she's no woke warrior. She's not actually woke. I'm not making this up as a real story that's been running over the past couple of days. I first saw it on CBR.com, and a couple of other outlets have picked it up. And this insider comes out and says that she's not a woke warrior. All that's fake news, despite everything that we've seen with Kathleen Kennedy. It almost seems like this is a response to the South Park thing, which is what this person says. So this guy comes out and tries to defend her and says that he's not a fan of her. I don't know what's going on here. Belloni, who is no fan of Kathleen Kennedy and blasted the Walt Disney Company for re-upping her contract back in 2021, stated on his podcast, Kathleen Kennedy is not that. The whole South Park thing was sort of, it was funny, but it wasn't accurate. Like, within Disney, she's not known as the woke warrior. He continued, she kind of has to be convinced. From everything I've been told, she has to kind of be convinced to do stuff. He then attempted to make his point by noting that there has not been a female Star Wars director under her leadership, and there's still never been a female director of a Star Wars movie. Very critical of Kathleen Kennedy, but I don't think she's gone overboard on the diversity stuff. Are you sure about that? And this article goes on to talk about how she's injected feminism pretty much into the core of Star Wars. She shifted it into a girl's brand. I mean, look at what's coming out with The Acolyte. Okay, it's basically being pushed as it's going to be some kind of lesbian romance show by Leslie Headland, former personal assistant of Harvey Weinstein. No blame ever goes her way for that. She got off scot-free when you know she knew what was going on. She was his personal assistant. But yeah, she didn't see anything, I'm sure. Just like everybody else in Hollywood turned a blind eye. She was just as guilty. In fact, I would argue she's kind of worse because she probably helped him cover shit up. But hey, she gets to move all along and gets to headline a Star Wars show now. And I'm sure there'll be more down the road for her. And I'm pretty sure that there is a female director. The Star Wars Rey movie is going to be directed by somebody. She sure as hell isn't a director because all she's ever done is documentaries. She's literally done barely any traditional movies. All activist documentaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's a coincidence that she's picking up and doing a Star Wars movie. But yeah, Kathleen Kennedy isn't woke. Meanwhile, more bad news for those of you that are, for some reason, still clinging to hope that this shit might turn around. The only guy that's done anything worth a damn, Jon Favreau, as I've stated before, because I've heard this too, and I think Gary from Neurotic has talked about this, I've heard Jon Favreau is out. And now Park Place is confirming what I heard a while ago, and I think Valiant Renegade hinted that he knew this was going to happen too on one of my streams, and I'm sure, WDW Pro, he knows a lot of stuff going on as well. So now they're confirming what I've heard. Jon Favreau, unlikely to continue working on Star Wars projects after the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. And if you saw the disaster that was the Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian Season 3, I'm pretty sure you can tell his influence is almost gone. So the only guy that was making anything worth a hell, he's out. Yeah, I'm sure Star Wars is going to just ditch all the woke. But I just found this hilarious. I wonder how much they paid this guy to come out and say that Kathleen Kennedy's not a woke warrior, because everything that I've seen, I mean, even the South Park guys jumped on her and said that. So I just find it funny, a little bit of Kathleen Kennedy damage control running around now. In the midst of all this bullshit going on, the Acolyte, that is going to be a disaster. Get ready for how bad this show is going to be. You think you've seen bad Star Wars? You ain't seen nothing yet. Acolyte is going to be just pure dog shit. Then you've got this game coming out. This game's going to bomb hard. So we're going to have a lot of Star Wars to laugh at. A lot of Star Wars to laugh at this year. Good stuff, don't count on it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.